AI gives really good answers. The problem is they feel true. And today we're going to test that. So let's move over to my computer. So I'm going to ask something simple. What is creativity? Creativity is the ability to come up with new and useful ideas. It involves combining imagination, knowledge, and original thinking to create something that didn't exist before or to see something familiar in a new way. But I'm going to try and push it a little bit. What makes something feel creative? Something feels creative when it's a mix of surprise, meaning, and connection. But I'm pushing again. Who decides what is creative? Short answer, no single person decides. Creativity is judged collectively and it changes over time. And it sums it up with creativity isn't officially decided. But I'm still gonna push. How do you know that all of this about creativity is true? And here I really wanted to give me the proof. You don't know it's true in the same way you know a math equation is true. What I've described about creativity comes from a mix of research, observation, and shared agreement, not absolute proof. From a very certain answer, it changes to maybe. This is the move. Instead of accepting the answer, ask how it knows. So let's try something completely different. Does rereading improve learning? Yes, rereading can help learning, but not nearly as much as most people think. And very often I would stop here. But not today. We continue with the question, how do you know where it helped and where it falls short? And now we get a different kind of response, more scientific. It refers to cognitive psychology, how they test it, what shows up with these two very important findings from tests, and why it helps a bit, why it falls short, and so forth. But I still want to push it. So I ask, is that study still accepted? Short answer, yes, very much so. So the bottom line here is still accepted, yes, replicated many times and debated, only in details, not the core effect. And my last question for pushing it is, are there situations where rereading works better? And here it says, yes, there are situations where rereading can outperform other methods. By asking for proof, I pushed it from, yes, rereading can help, through a scientific method to show that, and that this method is still very much accepted, to, yes, there are situations where rereading can outperform other methods. These are two completely different topics, creativity and learning. But the pattern is the same. AI gives us an answer that feels finished. But that is just the starting point. The thinking happens after the answers. So next time you use AI, don't just read the answer. Ask AI to prove it. Ask how it knows. And ask where it might be wrong. AI gives answer, you test them. That's the difference. So try this with your next AI answer. And I hope to see you back here for my next video, where we again test AI Bye.